Making pancakes. Making pancakes.
GG.
GG.
Oh, there's some really tired ass GGs up in here.
Let's try this again.
I mean, look at us.
GG. That's what I'm talking about.
I think we're also trying not to wake up the dead.
This is true. This is true. We had a lot of dead waking up here. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, with Mr. Dream Twister and Mrs. Shadow 24/7. We have just watched.
There you go.
There we go. We just watched the Bethesda press conference. My God, did that like happen and then stop?
Flew.
Yeah,
Blink and it was gone. It was
yeah,
over.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can sleep for a few minutes, wake up, and it's already
it's
done.
already 40
Yes.
minutes almost to the second.
I feel like after yesterday, EA had their conference and it went really, really bad, and we were like, "How bad could it? I don't think anybody else could get worse."
And then
No, this is not worse than
Then
EA.
Bethesda came in and said, "Hold
No.
my beer." And
This
it
is
went
not
up.
worse than EA.
Dude.
This at least
This was pretty bad.
no.
Yes.
No, this is this. I have to disagree.
I mean, it
Let's
was
talk about it.
it was short, sweet, and simple.
yeah, they
There was
got
nothing
their
sweet on this,
they got their. Keep in mind, this
except
is
for the last
Okay,
game.
fine. It was
keep
short
in
and
mind-
simple. How
keep
about
in mind
that?
that it's Bethesda. They only have a certain set amount of games. Obviously, they're not going to be spilling out everything that Microsoft was spilling out. So,
Mm-hmm.
but they show what they need to show. They didn't go over. They didn't try to pad the show out. They said, "Here's what we have. Here's what
It
we
was
have.
not
Here's
much.
what we have."
Honestly, it was not much. I mean, compared to, of course, the problem is they have already released kind of like what we like and we expect them to release, which was, of course, we already had New Elder Scrolls, we already had Fallout, so it was hard to get
It was a
excited
lot
about
of
that again.
It was a lot of repeating of that.
We
yeah.
are now getting we're gonna, there's one game there that I got excited, and it was not a new XP because there
It
weren't
was,
any
yeah.
new XPs.
Yeah, no,
So,
none at all.
not even-
Another one of my predictions
Another one of your
did not
predictions
happen,
denied.
guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, you thought
All
you
right,
had
so let's jump into it here. First and foremost, they showed off some VR titles. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and the first one that they showed off, which caught me by surprise, Doom VFR.
Yes, which I believe stands for
Go ahead, say it.
virtual fucking reality.
Reality, yeah. Chances are that's what it stands for. I'm a little surprised at this,
No
considering
possibility.
the fast pace and the. I mean, that game is real.
Yes.
That game is all action. It's. I mean, it's action heavy, and to be dealing with that in VR, that's gonna take something.
And like,
You
know what I mean?
It's also really fast paced too, so that
Yeah.
might be wary of people who have motion sickness.
Yeah, they're gonna feel a little bit. Although we did see that you're not gonna be moving through the world like you would.
You will be
A
more,
first-person
you were
shooter.
It
teleporting,
looks like
basically.
it's still kind of fast paced, but they slowed it down compared to how it is in the
Yeah,
game.
you're warping basically.
Yeah,
to
you're
spots.
warping, yeah.
Warping the spots. So they showed that off, and at the same time, they showed off the Fallout 4 VR, which
expected Fallout 4
which we've
VR.
known for a long time now that they're
You're
gonna
not
do.
warping on that
They've
one.
been saying
No.
that for a while.
That said, that did look pretty cool considering I'm I like Fallout. That said, it's VR. I don't really like VR.
And
So
can you imagine playing hours and hours of Fallout?
all is
on
yeah,
VR?
that's a big game to be
No,
playing in
that
VR
would
all the
be
time.
like 1 hour sessions. And
Yes,
that's it.
yes, exactly.
I don't think a lot of people are up to it. I don't think we're at that level yet.
No. We don't have our sea legs, as they call it, for a VR.
Yeah.
So yeah, they showed that off, and they jumped right into what I can only consider is a commercial for Elder Scrolls Online. It was literally saying, "Hey, we have this game. It's out now. If you're interested, get it."
Yeah, Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
More.
They said coming soon. They had a couple of what do you call them? The expansions that were coming soon, and then that's it. And it was a commercial essentially.
Yeah,
It
because
might
that game
have-
is out already.
Yeah,
You
might
can
as
play
well
it.
have been a commercial break that we had gotten there.
Yeah, of course. You were saying they didn't have any padding, but there you go.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it happened pretty quickly. So, Creation Club was the next thing, which I'm not entirely sure what Creation Club was.
Creation Club is basically Bethesda's way of monetizing
Mods.
their mods. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're gonna have a system where you actually pay for the currency, the Bethesda Jank coins or whatever they call them.
Oh, Jank coins?
To-
Nice.
And probably use them to, like, I guess, for features, maybe, to
No,
make
for mods. Yeah,
Oh, for mods, yeah. For mods
the
as
only
well.
thing they
It was all
guarantee-
about modifications.
The
Yeah.
only thing that guarantees is that the mods are not gonna
And-
break compatibility, and it's gonna, you're gonna be considered a
Specifically-
cheater or anything like
The
that.
question that I don't know if I even noticed, but will people actually be able to put their own mods on there, if I got that correctly?
That
they-
part I didn't
they
understand too
said-
well. It looked like it was like specific people that they've gotten to develop
Yeah,
these mods.
that's what I thought.
Is
So
what I
They
understood.
mentioned
understood.
no. They mentioned the community is gonna be. It's gonna be involved. They just mentioning, yeah. There's gonna be, it's gonna be, what do you call it? Vet by
developers.
Yeah, by
Gotcha.
developers.
And this is coming for Fallout 4 and for Skyrim, because people are still
That's
playing
not
Skyrim.
really a
Yeah.
big surprise.
Yeah.
No snap map.
No, what?
No for Doom.
Nothing for
No
Doom.
creative
Fallout
snap
4 or
map.
Skyrim. Yeah.
All those snap map.
Unfortunately. Then they went into a card game called Elder Scrolls Legends,
It was,
Heroes of Skyrim. And
I think that was a
Hearthstones
DLC,
of Gwent.
I gotta say, the only thing I saw was video, because
Yeah.
I didn't see. I saw the cards like once.
There was
Yeah,
there
they
was some
didn't really-
gameplay, but
They,
very.
they didn't
I mean,
really
yeah.
show
They
like
showed the cards.
actual gameplay. It's
Yeah.
just, oh, here you attack this
Yeah.
that
They
looks
did.
like Hearthstone, and that's it.
Look
Nothing
at-
really much.
Look at this.
That's one. Yeah, that happened real quick.
That rabbit real
Yeah.
quick, and there was another one.
He's
also.
looking at. It looks like a board of basically a card playing
Enough
board
to
where you
tell you
would
that
put
it's
the
a
cards on.
card game.
Exactly, and then that's it. Then it went to a bunch of video about battles that you're never going to see in the game because you're playing a card game. So that was
And
actually, the more I talk about this,
The more
the
you
more
realize.
I'm kind of agreeing with you.
Yes.
and then another
I'm showing you the list. I'm like, okay, yes.
another Elder Scrolls thing is that they showed that it's going to be on the Switch, and it looks like it
Skyrim.
will have
Skyrim.
Yes.
amiibo support too.
Skyrim for
Yes.
Switch, which
Which-
we've known since they showed off that very
For a
first
while,
reveal
yep.
of the guy playing Skyrim on the plane.
You know, all
Going
I can
to
really think
wherever
of
it is,
is
no?
how ridiculous Skyrim, well, even more ridiculous Skyrim would be if it went with the amiibo support.
Amiibo.
I mean, look at that picture.
The
They had-
picture-
oh,
And
yeah.
if you guys don't know,
Yeah, it's the link,
he
yeah.
got a
They have a link
screenshot
one, yeah.
of someone, because someone put a Link amiibo on the Joy-Con, and the character ended up looking like Link.
Like Link,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Had a blue tunic, had the Haru shield,
I don't know
shield.
if the horse
the
was
sword.
Ipana though, but it was a horse.
It was a horse, yeah.
It was a horse, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
There was a horse in there.
And then from there, it started getting a little interesting. At that point, they showed off Dishonored, some I assume it's DLC because it didn't say really DLC. Could be a standalone because
It could be a standalone.
it said
Yeah.
Dishonored, and we have Dishonored 2 is what was currently out. So Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. So if anybody who's played that game who knows who the Outsider is. And so it appears as if some of the characters from the prior DLC from the first Dishonored they're back, and it looks like they're out to take the Outsider out.
Yeah.
Take the Outsider
Like
out.
that. Out, yes. Yes. I
See what I
you
did there.
Yes, indeed. Allow me.
Yes.
Then we got really excited because we started to see something that looked very, very interesting. It was a little bit playing with
Skipping
your
right
head.
over Quake Champions, I see.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. Hey,
We'll
Quake
get to
Champions
that.
Quake
is out.
Champions
We'll get
is
to
coming.
You
that.
can go ahead and play it. Anyway, it looked mysterious. It looked psychological. It
looked
looked very,
very-
very interesting horror.
No, what did it look like? What did it look like? Say it.
We all know what it looked like.
Death
Come on.
Stranding.
Death Stranding.
It looked like Death
I don't really
Stranding.
got-
Let
It
him
had-
say it.
it had-
What did it look like?
Death Stranding would have
There
looked
you go.
futuristic a little bit for me.
Yeah,
Right.
what I'm saying, it just
But
had
same-
that feel
same
to
that-
it.
Vibe?
It had that
Okay,
vibe.
okay,
It had
okay.
that Death Stranding vibe.
Well, we
Yeah,
were
the
very
same
excited about.
messing with your head kind of vibe.
Yes, exactly.
We were very excited about what we were seeing, and then the show title, and then we were like, okay, yeah. At least I was. I don't know. If we got,
I mean,
but
I played a little. So the game is The Evil Within
the
2,
Evil
which
Within 2.
we already. It's been rumored that was going to be at the show. That's not really a new IP. I'm not sure if they're counting that as a new IP, but whatever.
It's in the title. It says Evil Within.
Exactly.
Two.
I mean, it's like it is what it is. But I played the first one, and it was
You're
good.
not
It just
getting
it
your
was
two
like
IPs.
yeah. I'm not gonna get my two IPs. It looks like the first one was okay. It was scary and all that, but it was just really really weird. And couldn't really get further. I played a few hours of it. Couldn't really get too far in it. This one here looks even more batshit crazy. So
Yeah.
probably end up having the same feeling for it.
And it could end up being really good, but then again, it already suffers from the, oh, I didn't play the first one and I probably never will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
even sure if it's connected from the character. Kind of looks like from the first one, so I mean,
Yeah.
it was difficult to tell. It was difficult to tell. Just to fill in that blank, Quake Champions. They showed more of that, a lot of gameplay, and then finally, the highlight of the night happened right there at the very end, which I got to tell you, it looked freaking awesome. I was like, you know what? I'm getting that.
did.
That looked freaking awesome.
It did.
Wolfenstein
that's
2, the
only
new
highlight
Colossus.
from this.
I would say, yeah, at
press
this point,
conference, the
I'm
only one?
actually convincing myself that that was the only thing at this point that that was awesome. It did look good. It looked very good.
It did look, I mean, Wolfenstein is a great game.
Yes.
To begin with, so
Absolutely
they already have
awesome.
the base, and it looked really good. I wouldn't. I mean, it's a first-person shooter, so you already know if you like it or not. I know I really enjoyed the original and the DLC, even though the DLC, a lot of people complained that it was a little bit weak. But I don't know. I found it, to me it was great.
Yeah, I heard that, but I never played the DLC. But I heard that same thing, and I was like, why? What was
That
wrong
was-
with it? How can they mess that up?
There was, if you guys see I don't know if they probably have this on a shorter trailer than one they show here. At the one of the characters was he was basically doing acid.
Oh,
while
yes,
they were
yes,
fighting.
yes.
And you see that suddenly this cartoon gecko start. You see this cartoon gecko out.
Yeah.
You know,
You start
honestly,
already wondering, like, wait a minute, what the hell? Because it's animated.
Yeah.
In that world, in that
Yes.
green world, it's animated. And he grabs it, he's like, hey, no. And then he puts it to the ear like the gecko's telling him something. And
you
it
know,
looks
I
like,
thought they
Secrets
were
of the
going
world.
to like transition into something else.
I thought those too. I was saying the same thing. I,
I
was
didn't
like,
expect that
oh,
was
what
gonna be
else
like
did
the
they-
end of
it's
it.
a freaking Wolfenstein.
no, that was it. That was the end of the trailer, and they came out and said thank you for coming, and then
And then we were like,
And then
wait, what?
skedaddled
and
all.
since
That's it.
5 minutes later, we're here telling you what happened.
Yes.
So it was a very quick.
Extremely quick. I mean, it was the fastest I've ever
I
seen.
wouldn't have minded. Okay, the quickness is not what bothers me. What
No,
bothers
not
me
at
is
all.
that they had even less to show than EA. And tell me I'm wrong.
Honestly, I still think it's not as bad as EA.
Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not as bad as EA. Ready
EA
for
has
this?
some couple new things.
EA,
Maybe one.
true, but EA has some really bad presenters. Really
Yeah,
bad
but
presenters.
I'm not-
That completely just. I'm like,
I
this
get it.
is
I get it.
eye-rollingly
But they had
bad.
the highlight with that the girl from Star Wars Battlefront 2.
True, but she
That
saved
was
it
the
in the
highlight.
end.
You know, at
That's
least
saved it.
with
Hello, Colossus saved it in
Bethesda,
the end. New Colossus
all they did,
saved it in the end.
all they did, you had the guy come up. He's like, all right, and then showed a video the entire time.
Yeah,
You didn't
pretty
even
much.
see him until the end.
Oh, an entire. Yeah, that's right. He came out,
Mm.
said thank you for coming, and then showed the reel, and then came back out and said
I
thank you for coming.
still think- yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, that was it.
I still think that EA had a much better presentation
Oh God,
overall.
no!
What
I'm
do you
sorry.
think?
I disagree 100%. 100%.
Sir, they had Battlefront 2.
I think
And
he's
there was
really,
something else that
But
he's
it was
really stuck
it
on
was
that.
all
and
multiplayer
all-
gameplay. I wanted to see single player, so I didn't.
It doesn't
see
matter. It
single
gets me. I'm excited for the games that are coming out there on that from that
That
publisher.
I
am
swear,
not excited about
I looked away
anything here.
from EA at least
Sir, now
5
you-
times.
you're
I'm like,
hitting
I'm
EA for
just
being
not
EA.
even looking.
I know.
Honestly,
Right.
EA had my
Perhaps.
full attention
Because
with
again,
Battlefront.
man, I
and
need to
that's it.
remind you that the list here. We got Doom VR. We got
Oh, I
a
have the
card
list.
game.
I have the
we
list
have
right here.
Skyrim for which
Not
I know
much.
a lot of people are gonna.
Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and Doom. Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Doom. Elder Scrolls, Skyrim,
Yeah.
and then we have this new game,
Yeah.
which is actually the sequel
And then a
to another
commercial
game.
for a game that is already out. No, sir.
commercials,
This
yeah.
is this was worse than the
But
EA for
I
sure.
give it this again. It was short and sweet.
Exactly.
They didn't have us hanging out.
All
here
right,
for
there you
that
go.
long, You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
The pain lasted shorter.
Exactly.
That's
Than
the
EA.
benefit.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
And you
there
know what? You
That
didn't
alone.
automatically
have
makes it better than
people
EA.
stuttering. if
I
you
was
remember.
hurting
No,
for an
there
hour.
was no stupid YouTuber.
I was hurting for an hour versus hurting for 40 minutes.
I'll give him credit. It was just like you said. It was hey, the guy, I forgot his name. This is
The guy from Bethesda.
Yeah, the guy
I
from
forgot his
Bethesda.
name.
Then games, and then okay. Thanks for seeing
Thanks
this.
for
Another thing, that presentation
Sure.
was corny as hell.
What part? No, the
Yeah,
cartoon stuff.
with
No,
the
I
cartoon
dug it.
stuff, no.
The little theme park
He
thing
threw
that
me back
was
to like Nintendo's Robot Chicken,
no.
Treehouse, bullcrap.
This
that
was
they do
better.
every
This
now
was
and
more
then.
like Nintendo's Muppets,
That's-
which was awesome.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Anyway,
Oh man! All right, so that's really all we have to say.
sorry, I moved the camera.
You knocked the
Sorry.
camera. Oh,
Yeah.
knocking the camera around. I don't really have much else to say other than I'm tired.
Yes, it's been a long day. My back is hurting.
Devolver Digitals is happening now. I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow morning because I'm just gonna not be able to make it past the night.
Yes.
You know, this whole this whole conference just felt like a infomercial.
It
just
felt
happening.
really flat. Because
Yeah,
just
it
felt
was
like
short.
Remember
constant
last
it was
year?
just like
commercials.
they really, honestly,
Do you
two
remember
new
last
things.
year?
If you really think about it, what we have not seen before, Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein 2, and truth is, any one of us could have said, "Oh, I'm sure they're making a sequel to those." So
Yeah.
nothing yet.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
Skyrim for Switch was ridiculous. They should have left that for.
Nintendo.
Although I guess not, because then that would have made this show 30 minutes instead of 40 minutes.
EA had Need for Speed Payback, Battlefront 2. That was it.
Battlefront
What?
2 is all that yeah, let's be real here.
Oh, you gave it to Evil Within. So.
Well, I was excited until I saw you with it. Oh, no, not that one.
So, yeah.
Oh, well. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you tomorrow as we continue our E3 extravaganza. This is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog, signing off for tonight. Mr. Dream Twister, Miss 20 Shadow.
He's
too tired right now. He's too
Disaster.
tired.
My back hurts.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
We're all
end this
exhausted
short.
right now.
Yes.
This is short and sweet.
Yes. Just as
Just
the
like
Bethesda
Bethesda.
conference.
Yes.
So we're out, guys. GG.
And good night.
Good night.